The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18 plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Let's go to Congressman Pete Sessions from the great state of Texas. And Congressman, boy, first of all, there's big breaking news on all this stuff. Is the partial shutdown over? At least I know ICE and Border Patrol, that's still to be coming, but it looks like things are back to business soon, right?
Yeah, it's my understanding that the president should be receiving, if he has not already, the paperwork necessary to completely fund the entire activity.
Wow.
That's good news.
Wow, that's good news.
That's great news. That is great news. So explain what happened here, just kind of to the layman, in terms of, obviously, it helps with TSA.
The king was there the other day, and everybody stood up.
Yeah, that was a rarity, John. In fact, John, that was one of my favorite lines from Trump, because the president said, you did something that I can't do. Like, you got them all to stand up. You got the Democrats. How about that moment? Why the king was saying some of the same things even that Trump was saying, but when the king says it, the Democrats stand up. When Trump says it, they have their hands in their lap.
Well, I think everybody had an opportunity to see that the king was an honored guest, and I thought distinguished himself with greatness. He had some observations that we need to take into account. But what he really said is that he has been a part of a royalty for over 400 years, that they worried about the United States of America, or at least had it on their mind. And this new land that we have, and since 1776 and 1814, and when the British finally gave it all up, well, the bottom line is that they recognize that we're better when we're together. They recognize that the United States of America helped them through the world wars, and America stands itself up at this point as that country which leads the world in freedom. And he reiterated how important that is, their role and America's role. And sometimes when you introspectively look at things, it's easy to take some shots at us, about wanting from someone else, wanting to make sure we're careful and cautious with what we do.
Congressman Pete Sessions, I also wonder, what do they think when you hear some of the rhetoric coming from the Democrats? And I couldn't believe this today, from some of those that were asking Pete Hegseth and General Kane, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, questions. I mean, Garamendi last night was saying we're in a quagmire. Blumenthal was saying it's an epic defeat, the senator there. And then you got Seth Moulton, who was accusing Hegseth of war crimes. Who are they rooting for in this one?
Well, they're rooting for the same people that want to end jails in New York, the state of New York. I mean, there is a sense that you run as far left as you can go, away from reality, about the things that not only made this country great, but that protect women and children and honest people. And this is why we will be very competitive and win the majority in November. The Democrats are still wholly behind 30% issues. That is their agenda. And Republicans still maintain that we're for 80-20 issues. And those 80-20 issues mean that we are not looking for a way to put a man in a girl's bathroom, to put men to compete against women, or to have gun control where criminals kill our people in our midst and run rampant. This is a New York problem, not an American problem. And that's why Republicans will win.
Yeah, and in fact, we had Rich Lowry on the show, Congressman, and he was calling it the Dearborn Democrats, sort of epitomizing what's been going on in Dearborn, Michigan, which is seems like another country.
Well, there's no question. The Democrats, whether it's AOC, whether it's a woman from Texas, Crockett, they are doubling down on the furthest left agenda that they can get, and that is exactly what we would get as Speaker of the House if the Democrats were to win. So Republicans are going to have to show up. We're going to have to talk about how important common sense is, protecting this country, and that is what this bill was about today. Are we going to pay the people that protect our most vulnerable borders and people who come in? And the answer finally was, yes, we're going to.
Well, I think it's great news for the country. Bravo. Congressman Pete Sessions, we love having you on from the great state of Texas. Thank you so much.
Rita, God bless y'all.
Thank you. You too, my friend. Thank you.